Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, especially to the board and panelists. We, the researchers, conducted a study entitled Strategic Intervention Material in Teaching Mathematics in Primary Grade, which was conducted by yours truly, Lester Malaverde and Angelo de Castro.
I did that name.
So, the problem of the study is primarily focused on the least mastered competencies of the students in mathematics. According to Ryland and Cody of 2009, the mathematical background of the students entering the university has been down to the problem in the US, Australia, and some other countries. In relation to this article, Andaya created a study which reveals a test in mathematics, which reveals also the low performance of the students of Philippine Normal University in Asadara campus. Relevant to this article, their spin of 2009 stated that students struggling with mathematics may benefit from early intervention. In relation to this problem, likewise, based on Donato et al. Of 2017, educational institutions seek for innovative strategies to counter the long-fought problem of low students' performance in mathematics. As part of the solution, Abuda of 2019 recommends the use of 21st century teaching and learning resources such as strategic intervention material. According to Suarez and Casimiro of 2020, SIM is effective in terms of improving students' performance, particularly on the topic pertaining to the least mastered skills in Science 6. With respect to the present study, the researchers aims to improve the students' performance by inserting SIM in the teaching and learning process. For the statement of the problem,
First, what is the level of performance in pre-test by primary grade in teaching mathematics? Second, what strategic intervention materials being proposed to enhance the performance of the primary grade students? And third, what is the level of performance posted primary grades after introducing SET? And the last, what are the problems encountered by the primary grade in using strategic intervention materials?
So significant study. This study can help how to use strategic intervention materials in teaching mathematics in primary grades and also give benefits and some following person group. First, get benefits is which is learners. On adopting strategic intervention materials, learning process, learners will be able to acquire knowledge and develop mathematical skills and the concept presented in the strategic intervention materials. Next one is mathematics teachers. Mathematics teachers can improve their teaching skills and adapt teaching strategies and present style. The third one is good administrator. The result of and findings from this research will help in school administrator with recommendation of teaching strategies and learning intervention for the school community. And the fourth one, community. The community will benefit from this study since the young members are subjected to the strengthening of the foundation of their mathematical background. The last one is this one is Department of Education. The Department of Education will benefit from study relevant to the curriculum aims of providing quality education of the students. And the last one is future researcher. What we have made or learned and saved ideas in this research can be used as their references in their future research, and to expand and their knowledge and the type of research, and not just only, but to improve it, to become a new references of the next generation of future research.
In scope and delimitation, this study is limited only of primary grade students, grade 1 to 6 of Puna North Central. Classes include secondary and tertiary level. This also limited only on one subject only, such as mathematics, and other subjects are not included.
So, definition of terms. So, for definition of terms, for a clear understanding of the use of these terms, the following terms are defined conceptually and operationally. So, first, strategic intervention materials. According to Road Text 2016, an instructional materials meant to reteach concepts and skills. This presents study used in a learning and teaching material, so which help the learners understand the lesson. Second, teaching mathematics. According to Ranabay 2014, teaching mathematics help to think alternative methods of problem solving, and teaching mathematics enhance the ability to apply mathematics ideas. So, academic performance. It is a measurement of the student achievement across various academic subjects. It is all about the student's performance, which is the oral, written, and the performance based. Next, learning progress. So, learning progress is the development or improvement of the student's academic performance, where one of performance is one of the primary objectives of this study. And the last, primary grade level. So, primary grade level, according to Wikipedia, this is typically the first stage of formal education coming after preschool and before secondary school. So, primary level is this study is considered to be as a subject of researcher investigation. And the last, intervention. So, according to pre-dictionary, describe the terms as act or progress of intervening. The researcher used intervention as an act of remediation of the purpose creates academic growth of the students.
In related literatures, Panama Campus this way, FM this way, stated that Simista teaching learning kit devised for the benefit of both teachers and pupils. Also stated the primary purpose of developing strategic intervention materials in schools. Sunstar Pampanga, 2017. According to Sunstar Pampanga, 2017, the 5 parts of strategic intervention materials are guide card, activity card, assessment card, enrichment card, and reference card. Each part of the same should be planned and constructed in problem. Next is grades bringing to end. Stated in the article, why math is more difficult for some students. The things that makes math difficult for many students is that it takes patience and persistence. For many students, math is not something that comes intuitively or automatically. It takes plenty of effort. Oxford 2019. Based on Oxford 2019, some students dislike math because they think it's dull. They don't get excited about numbers and formulas than the other subjects. They see math as abstract and irrelevant figures that are difficult to understand. Many students who struggle with math struggle with memorizing all the rules and equations involved. Next is teaching math in primary grade. In the article, Teaching Math in the Primary Grade, it was stated that learning substantial math is critical for primary grade children. The early years are especially important for math development. Children's knowledge of math in these years predicts their math achievement for later years and throughout their school years.
So moving to the related studies from a wider author, which have significant vary with the present study involving the performance of the students and the development of intervention. The study of Clemens in 2011 stated preschool and primary grade children have a capacity to learn substantial mathematics, but many lack the opportunity to do so. So the researchers of the study designed intervention that will facilitate their mathematical learning, which was found to have strong positive effects on the children's life many years afterward. On the other hand, a descriptive evaluative study conducted by Esponato et al. of 2017 assessed the effectiveness of the extension program math efficiency sessions or
11 minutes na.
for primary pupils of Sorsogon State College Senior High School. The data validated competency-based pre-test and post-test. The findings show that primary pupils' proficiency was at the beginning level before the implementation of the program. However, after the implementation of the program, it was found to be that the primary pupils attained an approaching proficiency level. The study revealed significant difference between the results of pre-test and post-test. And next is the study of Abuda of 2019. Likewise, a quasi-experimental study was conducted by Abuda of 2019, which utilized scene-based instruction and direct instruction in the teaching and learning process of general mathematics. Findings revealed that post-test mean score of scene-based instruction group is significantly greater than direct instruction group. Furthermore, the experimental study of Roderos 2018 determined the effectiveness of SIM or strategic intervention material in the teaching process of teaching mathematics. Findings revealed that the performance of the students using the strategic intervention material is superior to students subjected to the traditional method of teaching. Moreover, Suarez and Casinillo of 2020 also found out that in their study that SIM is effective in improving the primary pupils' performance on the least mastery competencies.
The application of this study. This study showed the differences of our studies and the related studies in terms of the intervention proposed by various authors and researchers. Then, next is subject of the study.
Laris, ay lang ano mo sa ano. Sino ba yan?
The next is gathering different ideas. So it involves an interview, pre-test, and post-test. And the respondents. So the gap-grade respondents in our study are focusing in primary grade 7. And we have 60 respondents. While their study are focused to the high school and college level. In the last, statistical treatment. So, in the statistical treatment, we use the t-test, chi-square, and
So moving to the conceptual framework of the study, the researcher will administer a proficiency test, which is consists of pre-test and post-test. Scores that will be gathered from pre-test will serve as an input to the study. And thereafter, the researcher will apply the SIM to the teaching of mathematics as part of the process. Then, will be followed by the post-test, and the post-test scores will be the base for the for the interpretation of the effectiveness of the split study. So for the methodology of the study, the researchers use descriptive research design, which made a proficiency test and utilized purposive sampling and have gathered 60 respondents and used weighted mean and t-test independence for the data analysis. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so congratulations for taking this part. Could you enlighten me about your title, Strategic Intervention in Teaching Mathematics in Primary Grade?
We, the researchers, will design a strategic intervention material which will serve as a teaching aid for the least mastered competencies in the mathematics subjects of the primary tutors.
So that's the title says. What we are saying right now based on the title. So you said a while ago that you want to make a research about this specific intervention as a teaching aid.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the least mastered.
Yes, ma'am.
So based on your title, that's it says. Title. That's how we believe sa title. Naging gagawin.
Not specifically on the least mastered competencies.
So what was your basis in making this certificate?
As for the study, it is very timely to conduct this study by creating this intervention because the students nowadays are taking a flexible, online learning class, and which only depends on their reading comprehension and the guidance of their parents and also their tutors. So, as for the improvement of the learning of the learners, we, the researchers, aims to design this intervention that will help them to understand easily the concepts.
Okay, so did you say strategic material could be a teaching aid in improving performance or what?
In improving.
Okay, so can you revise the title?
Yes.
So what would be your title now?
Strategic intervention material in strategic intervention material in as a teaching aid for the least mastered competencies of the students in mathematics.
For the least mastery
Of the students in primary grade.
okay, primary grade. Talking about primary grade, it's a based on learning from grades 1 to 6. So what are you gagawin? You're going to make a same for every grade for each grade.
We will design a scene that will only covers the topics supposedly under grade 4 to grade 6.
Okay, so you're focusing
kami na lang maano. Yung
as
nasa
a
kami sila.
general teaching aid, we will only, yes ma'am,
Does that will cater from grade 1 to 6?
yes ma'am.
Is there? Are you document? Are they all the same?
No.
So what is now your cater to decide?
Individual, based on the grade level of the learners. So,
Per grade level. Ibig sabihin, tatlo. Kaya? Kaya yung final na.
ang kaya
Is sure about it.
yung final is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Intermediate yung
Yung 4, 5 is.
4, 5, 6. 5, 6,
So yung grade was na
primary grade, tapos
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
So ano na yung gusto mo? Saan kayo mag-focus? Kung primary grade, from grade 1, tama ba? After from primary grade 1 to 3. Intermediate is 4. So what is now your decision? Kung saan kayo talaga? Primary grade is based here, primary grade and all. May nabasa kasi ako dito ng part na sabi ko na natin, ang mathematics is a learning process. So, pag maganda yung foundation ng bata at primary grade, dadalhin niya yan hanggang diba siya. So, saan mo gusto mag-focus? Grade 1 or grade primary.
Kasi sila ako ang buwan ko. So, ano kung ba
So, you're going to identify these competencies in each grade level, and you're going to design, develop a scene for each grade level. Kailan ang final level? Kaya ba ng grade 1?
Kasi ano eh, nakabuwan ka.
Okay. Ang ginawa niyo ba is ano? Okay, bakit graphic? Bakit
Actually, may ginawa na sila para talaga yung experience. Pero ang ginamit kasi nilang competency para sa mga teachers.
Na black? Ay, na sa todo ito. Ay, kanina lang. Hindi, ang itong na may pula.
Yan doon na competency na very general sa mga teachers na for example, Twitter, area,
or research? That may basis.
Actually, ang ginawa ko namin, nag-take ko na sila ng mga standardized na topics para sa mga primary grades. Wala ko sila grades. Usually, ang una naman kasi na binigyan nila ng team, yung dahil sa teams in 2018, mababa lang sa grade 4.
Yung grade 4, kasi grade 4 yun.
Grade 4 out of 45, pang 45 na Philippines.
Yeah.
So dapat nakapokus sila talaga sa grade 4. Pero sabi ko, do not be delimited your horizons. Kasi hindi lang naman grade 4 yung magbaba ang
Kasi nakikita
performance.
din sa paper, maganda nga yung ano nila, dahil gusto nilang para i-ano yung foundation ng mga bata at early stage ng mathematics. Kasi magagamit nila yan as they go higher.
Anyway pala si ma'am, yung thesis niya, si
See?
yeah.
And I am a regional champion in C.
Wow.
Kaya nandun siya.
Wait lang baba, dito mo na sa una. So yung topic is length, mass, and volume. Does it apply to all the grade levels from grades 1 to 3? If you're focusing on primary grades,
Yes. Like sa,
at dyan,
I think po sa intermediate level,
so ano ba talaga?
Pero
What is your decision?
ang
Explain na po.
ang simple na mo, i-direct na lang ko ng mga content niya sa bali, i-revise na lang ko ng mga scenes ko.
Ito ginawa niyo na to.
Yes, yes.
Tapos, gagawa kayo another student.
No, ma'am, the content lang, ma'am. Yung mga gawin lang.
Sino ba sa'yo? Kasi pag siya nag-change ka ng topic, also out the whole thing.
Kaya dapat individual na ako niya kasi individual na kalagawa ko na.
Kasi pag binago mo yung content, it's the thing you will change.
Yeah.
Okay, is or are your topics there in line with the competency na development? Because that's important. That's
Math.
essential. Especially the math kasi
Essential learning.
that's
Kasi yun yung
what we are focusing right now in the modular distance learning. So I'm asking if what's the reason for that? What is the reason for that? Topic 4, grade 1, 2, 3, 4, grade 7. Yeah.
Yan. Yan din yung topics niya.
If that's the topic that you want to give it to these students or to your standard product, what's related to them? What's related?
Para saan grade level yan?
Di ba akala ko ito, hindi ko ako sa akin.
When we design the scene, we actually pick topics from grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, up to grade 6.
Okay, let's give it a shot. What I'm asking, what we're asking is, if that is your topic, the land, mass, and volume, what is the level for that? Kasi hindi naman kami nalalang yun eh. We are in the
Most of us are senior
high school. Junior high school, si ma'am senior high school.
From junior to senior.
Oh, yes.
Teaching how to teach mathematics in primary. Si mas level din po yun. Nandun din siya sa basic. So parang matagal pa rin. Although, hindi siya yung measure. Which one is lower? Pinuha ko. Kaya kailangan mo, para po kaya sa mga consider.
Sobrang kakaada. Kamati.
Kaya na siya, ang focus is like, maaasasin. Sino ka juniors? That particular topic is part of the math. And if it is a part of the math, what particular math is being developed for a primary grade?
Okay, before you answer that, question for first, kasi para sa niya question. Did you look at the math?
Math. Most
Most essential learning competency.
Hindi nila alam yun.
So,
Yes, in primary grade. Doon ang focus nila. Ano ba ang particular mo sa akin? Ano ba ang particular competency sa math? Ano ba ang gusto nyo? Ano ba doon?
Tunaw.
Tinutukoy sa lecture. Kasi para doon yung ano ba kasi ang tema masyadong wide pa rin siya. Like,
sige,
Actually, ma'am, when we design this scene, the content is not doesn't include really the volume. It just so happens that we have included in the topics in the list of topics, but to browse the contents of the scene, it does not include the volume.
So only the length of the math.
And in terms of length, ma'am, specifically on I must say, starts and the conversion of units of distance.
Then, may siya sa ano,
Diretso lang po.
ano lang, parang skimming lang. Skimming lang.
Itabi ko sa ano. Ito na before sa app. Convert units of measure and
Sa inyo lang yun. Sa inyo lang yun. Did you just make that? Okay, if you will going to make something like parang object, it should be in line with the menu. Sana.
So, kung ma-check nyo kung yung specific competency niya is part of the web, then you can use it with the competencies. Now, kung babalik pa natin yung title nyo, may kinalaman ko siya dyan sa so when you're doing a scene, your title first of all should parang may interview yung mga estudyante na basahin yung naman. Doon pa lang sa title. Kung magbabasa mo yung dalawang competency, how are you going to make a title of your scene? Kasi pa, ano siya eh, dapat interrelated siya. Yung sa title pa lang. Sorry, parang pinakita nyo lang doon sa
Tapos naman ang presentation.
Pero, gagawa na sa mga
yun ang pinaka-importante,
Oh.
yung title card. Which is
Ang presentation na kanila din, may mga 20 minutes. Ang presentation din ng 20 minutes.
Sa title pa lang, pag binasa ko siya, estudyante, may ganyan ako, wow. Sabi naglagay, inside.
Hindi ka na sila siguro kung mga storyline. Storyline ng scene.
Kasi kung kahit hindi mo ako sene, ang purpose kasi is rational and right expression. So, huwag isang kingdom, moto-moto, that the title of
Gusto mo ba sa ano, sa pinaka-title?
Hindi ko maano yan yung title. Hindi mo ano.
ganyan.
Gawa ka ng isang title na based dito sa competency na may ilagay yung estudyante mo. Mabilis yung hindi mo sa akin. Kasi doon pa lang sa title dapat. Although may attention.
Although you can include the topics and length, pero
Saan
still,
yan nasa part ng ano.
pero still, sabi ko yung person, you can make something like story types so that the respondents or the students who will read that can engage in browsing, or not just browsing, in reading that scene. Parang may engage, parang hindi kong style.
Mag-merit siya.
Kaya na meron. Kasi na. Sabi lang yung first year na parang magkakaroon tayo ng
Map word ang iwang umis. Map word. Presents. Map word presents.
Nando? Nano?
Ma-record na lang. Ma-record na lang ito. Pwede ko sa cellphone. Pag mahapon na.
Nano?
Pwede makatulog ang cellphone.
Kaya nano?
Hindi ko lang sa
Love mathematics. Paano nila ko? I understand mo. 24 and 13. Yan. Kasi di ba mga bata yan? Kasi bata
Yes.
sila. Paano mo sila mag-isip kayo na lang-design? Kaya pag tutundo pa lang, ng bata, kung nasaday-saday pa lang, marunong ko yan, maunod ka, ang gusto ko, ano ba? Hindi na. Gusto ko, puro gawin mo buwan.
Parang ano, example lang. Ay yung ginawa ni Sir Dati Siapo. Ang sim is the opposite of yours is mine. Ang topic niya, inverse function. So dito pa lang sa title, the opposite of yours is mine. Ano ba? Something like that. This is an example of a title. Kasi, baka may naisip kayo na video. It's not just a video. Nasa title guide, nasa title card. Kung babasahin niyo yung ginawa dito dito sa related studies, no? Pwede pinaliwanag doon paano kumuha ng title. O doon sa research ko, development and validation of specific economic survey, pinatapos ko sa yun muna yung sige, let's forward. Base niyo yun dito sa you need to put that diagram. Alisin niyo yan. Yan, dyan sa ano na yan, dito title pa lang, ano? Tapos pag binasa niya na, at the start, parang kwento na lang sa ano yung gusto mo kwento. Yeah, yan, mga ganyan. Ang sa akin sa adventure eh, para sa isang fairyland. Sige, baba. Diretso. Okay, sige. And so, yung sequencing nyo ng ano, maliit ng gulo. Yung conversation. Ano ba yan ang una mong babasahin?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yan, isa pa yan. Magagawa ka ng guide card. Na yung ano ng conversation na dapat may intindihan. Ano ba dito yung mga sa akin?
Yun nga, yung parang comment namin. Eligible din ang pabasahin namin na yung placement ng characters, yung placement ng mga tawag ng call for out sa subject. Sa parang call out. Dapat, parang may kakilan ang kakilanan. Which is first. Okay. Kasi, based on it, after yung nagbasahin namin, ito, good to see you. Although, when you
see, I can do that. 6 meters, tapos long.
pwede pa tayo namin.
Yes. Pero dun sa title, pwede hindi na. Yung pa lang sa pinaka-brand, understood eh, ngayon yung title. Pero along the way, pwede mo ibigay yung title. Ibigay mo sa
Hapon
email,
kita sana.
or
Hapon
pwede
kita
sa
sana.
taas.
Ano tayo talaga naman nakapagpapula na ito? Kasi, based on the placement of the characters, yung kasi yung una-una na malaki, yung talaga yung una ng oras na, lalo na yung mga bata. That's why, when you're making a design of that, of a story, something like that, the placement of that character matters. Same with the call outs.
Kasi ginagay yung bata yung learning process.
Kasi baka yung mga bata, hindi pa nila alam yung tinatawag na contextual clues. Eh, pareho sa siya, pag nakita na, sige ito, baka yung mga
Okay na? Sige, next. Okay po. Yan, so, okay po. Yung nauna lang, medyo kailangan ng konti.
Melissa, baka naman.
Balikan mo naman. Hindi na ako na.
Ha?
Video. Ay.
Look lang.
Pag-invert lang siya.
pero nagpapasa ng buwis na kukuhan. Although ang concept, parang gano'n, although right to left siya, pero yung sa atin, pero ang concept, parang gano'n. Placement